Welcome to our May webinar. I had to think about that for a second. I can't believe that we're zipping through 2017. This month we've got a hosted webinar from Dubai, and I have Cherie from Dubai Tourism here in Australia with me. So welcome, Cherie.
Thanks, Jo. It's great to be here.
Before I pass over to Cherie, just a little bit of housekeeping. For those of you who are familiar with our webinars, you are all in listen-only mode. But if you do have any questions, please use the question toolbox that you have in your I guess, navigation options. Type in a question and we'll answer it at the end of the webinar. We've had a long-standing partnership with Dubai Tourism, and we're pleased to be able to support Dubai in this way and help equip travel agents with knowledge of the destination so that you can do a fabulous job of selling Dubai. So I'm going to pass you over to Cherie.
Thanks, Jo. Good morning, everybody, and thanks for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us this morning. I am going to give you an update on Dubai, basically where we're heading as a destination and new developments and so forth. And then I will take you through the Dubai Expert Program, which is a new educational tool for yourselves to get involved with and learn a bit more about Dubai. So if we just get started. Okay, so basically as a destination, Dubai is constantly growing at a rapid rate. Those that you have been there would know that you can come back in 3 and 6 months' time and see multiple buildings that you haven't seen before. So really our tourism vision for the moment is to achieve 20 million visitors by 2020. So that's doubling our capacity that we welcomed in 2012, which was 10 million. And we really think that we can achieve this for one strong reason is that the World Expo will be hosted in Dubai in 2020, and that runs for 6 months starting from October in 2020. So we do think we'll be able to achieve this, and obviously we will need your help as well with your selling as your stopover destination for your customers. Our objectives really are to maintain our market share across our existing source markets, to also obviously increase and grow our market share as well. We really want to capture that transit traffic and increase the number of repeat visitors coming through Dubai. So for example, if they've travelled in the last 2 years, but they're again heading back on Qantas or Emirates, and again having an opportunity to stop back in Dubai and see something different they haven't seen before. We really want to encourage our visitors to stay longer. Currently for Australia, our average length of stay is around 2.9, and we really want to encourage them to spend more, which is easy enough to do in Dubai. In terms of where we are now situated, we're currently the 4th most visited city in the world, and in 2016 we had 14.9 million overnight visitors, which was a great effort for us and well ahead of us achieving the 20 million by 2020. And we had 100,000 hotel rooms reached in August by 2016 as well. So, and I'll go through with you in terms of our properties that we're offering and what we're opening as well this year. In terms of visitor attractions, this might be of interest to you just to see where our key attractions are and who's visiting what. The thing that surprises me the most, I think, is the desert safari, which is at 19%. And I know this is, coming in from globally, but I know that most Australians that are travelling through to Dubai, are often sold a desert safari. So 19% does seem low, but I know that all of us out of here, that's one of the main attractions for us to do through our tour operator DMC. Dubai Mall currently sits at 86%, and that's purely because it is the largest mall in the world in Dubai as well, and has around 1,200 retailers currently. So a big attraction in itself because it has also attractions inside the mall as well. At the back of the mall is the Dubai Fountain, which is sitting at 67%. So the fountain show again runs every evening between 6 and 11 p.m. It's on every half hour, and it's a free activity to take the family and yourself down to actually see the fountain show, similar to the Bellagio but on a larger scale. You'll see the cultural area, Dubai Dira is at 49%, as well as the Jumeirah Beach area as well. So, and then of course the Palm at 33%. So just different areas and different attractions depending on your demographic travelling into Dubai. In terms of destination offering, I'm going to go through a few of these with you, and we really want to see Dubai obviously evolving and growing, which it constantly is, but also become an experience for people as well based on their interests. So if I go through this first one with you, which is retail shopping, we currently at the moment have over 100 shopping malls now in Dubai, so including the world's largest, which is Dubai Mall. And then, of course, you have Mall of the Emirates, which is the second largest mall, and then your individual smaller malls around the city as well, plus your souks and so forth. We have 2 shopping festivals in Dubai, which would be great to advise your customers. The largest shopping festival is in January, and we have sales of up to 75% off. And then we also have the Dubai Summer Surprises as well in July. So great times of year to be travelling through for your discounts. In terms of our latest additions, you'll see that we have opened a second Dragon Mart as well. The Mall of the Emirates has also had an extension there. Box Park, which has just opened as well, which has a lot of individual stores like Victoria's Secret or at Max, things like that as well through there. And then the City Walk Phase 2 has just opened as well. So we do have a lot coming up as well in terms of shopping malls. We'll have on the Palm, one of our requests from our visitors in Dubai was that they didn't really want to leave the Palm if they were staying out on the resort, and if they could possibly, in the future have a mall. So we've decided to build a mall on the Palm, which is on the trunk of the Palm, and that will be open at the end of this year, which means customers don't have to actually leave the Palm. The closest mall to the Palm currently is Mall of the Emirates, which can be about 15 minutes depending on where you are on the crescent of the Palm as well. So, and just to let you know, Maiden One Mall, which you'll see there on the right-hand side, is due to open in 2020, and that will then become our biggest mall in Dubai. So that will be attached to the Maiden Racecourse as well. So, and again, Mall of the World in 2020 as well. And if I can just mention the Gate Towers bridge as well, you'll see there in the background there's a frame, and that's the Dubai frame, which is due to open in October this year. And that will actually give you a view up the top of the frame of Old Town Dubai, so Dubai and Dira, and also New Dubai, so downtown. So just another, I guess, viewing or observation deck other than the Burj Khalifa as well. In terms of gastronomy, we have over 6,000 restaurants and cafes serving every cuisine that you can imagine in Dubai. And really that's because we have over 200 nationalities in Dubai. You'd probably be interested to know that in terms of expats, it's sitting around 90%, and then the 10% is the Emirati. So we do have a lot of different cultures in Dubai, which is great for tourism as well. In terms of latest additions for restaurants, you'll see here we have the first Harper's Bazaar Cafe that's opened in Dubai, New York's Serendipity 3, also New York's Black Tap as well, which is great for burgers and obviously a lot of fun food that you can see there. The food trucks have become quite popular in Dubai as well. We have them throughout the food festival, which is in February each year, February going into beginning of March. And as well, up at the Crescent on the Palm, you'll see them there, and along the Jumeirah Beach as well. Not so much in the summer months, but definitely outside of the June, July, August period. In terms of events in Dubai, we basically, because it's, I guess, a central hub for the world, we have a lot of artists coming in doing concerts, musical theatre, opera. So we really see it as, the events capital as well. So lots of people that are coming off their touring still come into Dubai and do, 1 or 2 shows as well. So it's really become a city because I think of the huge expat market as well. A lot of artists are coming in and doing their concerts and so forth. Just to give you an idea of a few events that are national events for us, or yearly events I should say, the Dubai Polo, which is in Jan and Feb, also the Desert Classic in February as well, the golf, the food festival, which I mentioned before, in February through to March, and of course the Emirates Airline Rugby Sevens, which is in December every year as well. In terms of family activities, our main aim is really to be the world's premier family destination, and we really think we can achieve that, and we're on our way with all the openings of the theme parks, which I'm sure many of you have heard of, but I will cover off as well to let you know what's open and what's coming up. Our latest additions, you'll see here, our first project was IMG World's Adventure. So that is an indoor climate controlled theme park. So great for all year round through the summer months as well, where it's based on your superheroes, so your Marvel, Cartoon Network, and also Lost Valley dinosaurs as well. That's about 20 minutes from downtown Dubai as well in the area of Dubai Land. Our second biggest project, well, I should say our largest project to date, is Dubai Parks and Resorts, and that's 3 theme parks within the one area. So Dubai Parks and Resorts is located in Jebel Ali, so you're looking at around 35 minutes from downtown Dubai, 35 to 40 minutes as well. So that consists of Legoland, so Legoland Dubai plus the Legoland water park as well. We've also got Bollywood Park, which is our largest, I guess, Bollywood interactive theme park that's the first in the world. It's really a great area for people, I guess, that wanting to try the cuisine, also the experience, the theatre there. We've replicated the Taj Mahal, which is called the Raj Mahal. And so there's a lot of interaction on the streets there and lots of dancing. And at night time, the area actually turns into an entertainment district and a nightclub as well, so which is open till around 2 a.m. The last park we opened was Motion Gate Dubai, and Motion Gate's really based on similar concepts like Universal, Sony Pictures, and it's really probably about 70% of it is indoors as well, which is great for the summer months. So again, there's 3 theme parks. In the middle of the theme park is an area called Riverland, which is an F&B outlet as well. It doesn't cost anything to go in that area either, so you can go in and just have a look around, have something to eat and drink as well. While I'm on the topic of Dubai Parks and Resorts, I wanted to let you know that the ticket prices for the parks have been heavily discounted for the summer months that we're coming into. So they've got some great rates on offer, which also include unlimited food and beverages, non-alcoholic beverages in the parks as well. So really great if you've got customers going in with families and so forth. So just keep that in mind. In terms of what we've got coming up, you'll be able to see here the Dubai Safari Park. So that's our project that should be opening Q4 of this year. So that will be an African, an Asian and a Middle Eastern village which all connect. So it will be, I guess, the land size it's really quite a big project. So we're hoping for Q4 to open, but we'll definitely keep you updated on that as well. The Dubai Crocodile Park is also due to open in Q4 as well as Madame Tussauds. A couple of things I wanted to mention was Blue Island and the Ferris wheel. So you see on the bottom left-hand side there, the project has already started and it's just in front of the Marina area in Dubai. So the actual island will have a lot of F&B outlets, some hotels as well, and you'll see the Ferris wheel there. That is, I guess, like we call it Dubai Eye at the moment until we rename it, similar to the London Eye, but on a bigger scale, and that will give obviously customers a different view of Dubai from the Marina end as well, overlooking through to downtown and then obviously over Old Town Dubai as well. So that we're looking at completion for 2018, so next year. And our other big project is Six Flags Roller Coaster Park, which is due for 2019, and that will be situated out at Dubai Parks and Resorts. So a park to add to the collection out there. We currently have one hotel out there as well, which is La Pita, which is run by the Marriott Group. But Legoland have also confirmed that they will build a Lego hotel out there as well. In terms of culture in Dubai, basically we have a lot of people saying that, you know, it's a modern metropolis of a city, and yes it is once you reach downtown and, you know, along the beach area and the marina. But in Dubai we have some great culture as well, and, you know, still priding itself on its Arabian roots in terms of the old town of Dubai, which is Dubai and Dira. There's, you know, we've got some great areas of the souks areas where you've got your golds and diamonds and your spice markets and so forth, but also over in Dubai where we have the museum, the art galleries as well, and also the Sheikh Mohammed Centre for Cultural Understanding. If any of you have been there, or I would suggest that, or if you haven't, next time in Dubai, please visit the centre. It's a great area based on the philosophy of open doors, open minds. So you can actually go in and have a brunch or a breakfast with 2 of the local Emiratis. It's a non-profit organisation as well. So it's around, I think, say 90 dirhams for about 1.5 hours. So you actually sit down with the Emirati, have some local food, and then it's an open forum of discussion. So you can ask any questions as to, you know, why they wear what they do, what their beliefs are, and it's a great understanding of their culture. And I guess also in a sense of, you know, you don't put all Muslims in one basket as well. So, and they're very open. There's a lot of questions that they've, you know, heard before and others that they haven't, but they will, you know, be honest with their answers for you as well. It's also great for your customers if they're wanting that sort of cultural understanding of Dubai and of the UAE as well. So hotels and spas in Dubai, we have a lot. We have more than 675 hotels and hotel apartments, and obviously more in the pipeline as well, which really we cater to every type of guest. You know, there's that misconception that, you know, Dubai is an expensive city. Well, it can be expensive if you want it to be, but then also you can still visit Dubai on a budget as well. So you'll probably be surprised to know we only have 93 5-star hotels. The rest are made up of 110 4-star and 268 between 1 and 3-star hotels as well. And then we have your hotel apartment establishments as well. So the apartments are great for families. So if, you know, you've got, you know, 2+ children, we have a lot of apartments in the Dubai area and as well as the Marina area as well. So also keeping that in mind because it does bring down the cost for families as well. Some of our latest additions in terms of hotels, you notice here, the Starwood opened 3 of their properties, which are situated in Al Habtoor city of Dubai, so close to the Business Bay downtown area. They have the W Hotel, the St Regis, and also the Westin. So they're all situated next to each other, and they're all connected by level 7, so you can go through to each property as well. We've also just opened the 3-star property of Rove, which is connected to Emaar, which is the owners of the Address properties in Dubai. So the Address Dubai Mall, downtown, the New Boulevard, the Palace, Vida, and Manzil as well. So that's all part of the same group. The great thing about the Rove is that they're 3-star properties, which we were lacking in downtown Dubai. So we've already opened Rove Downtown, which is directly across from Dubai Mall, and now the Rove City Centre is open also. There's another 5 in construction around Dubai, so through from Old Town Dubai right through to the Marina area as well. So a great offering for people wanting that 3-star price and just having the flexibility. It's kind of like a really high-tech savvy concept on these properties as well. And recently we just opened the Viceroy on the Palm, which was opened in March. So another property which is on the trunk of the Palm as well. In terms of hotels we have coming up, we will have the first Bulgari resort and residence to open in Q4 this year as well. And then you'll see we've got a few more opening between 2018 and 2019 as well. So a lot happening in Dira, the Old Town Dubai as well as the new Atlantis property, which is the Royal Atlantis Resort. You'll see it's very different in terms of look and feel of the current Atlantis Resort. This one is, you know, obviously more aimed at, I think, the adult market rather than the families as well, because it will have these sort of apartment villas down the bottom as well. Just to give you an overview of those that haven't been to Dubai, or just to give you an idea, I guess, of the distance between each area of Dubai, you notice on the right-hand side at Dubai Airport there where your customers will fly into. The first area is Dira, which is our Old Town Dubai. It's our original trading route, so that's where you'll have all your souks, your markets and so forth down there. That's around 10 minutes from the airport, so super close for those who are only doing a short stay and want the Old Town experience. Across the creek there is Bur Dubai, so about 15 minutes from the airport. Again, this is your traditional area where you'll have, you know, your museums, your cultural centre and so forth. Then we move along to downtown Dubai, which has been established in the last seven years as well. So your modern metropolis area of your Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall and so forth. Again, you can get from the airport to downtown in around 20 minutes as well. Heading along the coast there, Jumeirah Beach, which you're around 30 to 35 minutes. Along the Jumeirah Beach area is mainly your 5-star resort style properties as well. And of course the Burj Al Arab and the Jumeirah properties, Wild Wadi Water Park, etc. Moving along to the Palm Jumeirah, that can be anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour from the airport, really depending on where you are on the Palm. You'll see the trunk goes all the way through, and then the crescent around the edge is all really your 5-star properties again. And at Atlantis, of course, we'll have your Aquaventure Water Park as well for the families. Then coming along to the Marina area, which is, still being established. But the great thing about the Marina is there's a lot of new F&B outlets that have opened as well. It's a very family-orientated area. And just to let you know, along the waterfront there, where all the new F&B outlets are, a lot of them are dry because they need, in order to have a license to serve alcohol there, they actually need to be attached to a hotel. So you can step back from the beach and pop into one of the, like the Movic or the Sofitel, the Hilton, and still have a drink there. But along the waterfront, a lot of the new F&Bs are dry at the moment. And then moving further along, you'll see Jebel Ali, and that's our area of where we have established Dubai Parks and Resorts. So again, another growing area. You'll see we've got another palm that we've built there that's currently just sitting there waiting, so that once we have finished construction on the main palm Jumeirah, then we can look at Jebel Ali palm as well. So that's just to give you really an overview of Dubai and the distances between each area. Jebel Ali to the airport, you'd probably be looking at around an hour and 10 as well on Sheikh Zayed Road. So we have the one road that goes straight through Dubai, Sheikh Zayed Road, which is currently 8 lanes in each direction. So it is a busy road, but it does move quite well. In terms of the infrastructure, there also is the option to, take the metro, which runs right from the airport through the main city of Dubai. There's 2 lines, a red and a green line, and the green line takes you around Old Town Dubai, and the red line will take you all the way through downtown to the Marina area, nearly to Jebel Ali as well. And then I wanted to talk to you about our concept of a new Dubai every time. It's really for your customers visiting Dubai. Each time they come in, we think they can have a completely different holiday experience. So whether it be the first time they visited Dubai and they stayed out on the Palm, for example, they come through, they might want a different experience. So you can put them in Bur Dubai, the old town of Dubai, and experience the arts and the culture areas. Another time they may want to stay out at the Marina area and again have a totally different experience. So we really do think with all the offerings there for any demographic, whether it's singles, couples, families as well, there's always something on offer and to suit their needs as well. So now what I wanted to talk to you about was the Dubai Expert Program. Now this is a new concept for us. It's an educational tool for you as agents to really, I guess, broaden your knowledge of Dubai, especially for any new staff that you have coming into the office as well. It's a great training tool and it's also fun and interactive. So the screen you can see here is the login screen for the Dubai Expert Program. So what I really encourage you to do is to all register if you haven't already for the program. We will be running incentives throughout it as well. If you're having any issues with it, please let us know as well. Or if you want sort of a bit more understanding or knowledge of the program, please reach out to us. And it's really just to make sure that everyone has an understanding, the areas of Dubai. You can also become a Dubai expert as well. And like I said, we will be running incentives and meals and things like that as well throughout the program. So I'm going to take you through now a video, and I'll pause throughout the video as well, just so that I can explain to you as the game is running in the background, just various areas and what you can achieve throughout playing the game. Okay, so basically on the screen here we have is really the home page of the game. It's a 2D map of Dubai, and there are actually 30 missions in total. And the mission that I'm going to present to you today is mission number 29, which is a more complex mission as well. But it'll actually give you an idea of basically how long each mission takes and also what you can achieve through playing it as well. Okay, so just to let you know, in terms of the missions in the Dubai Expert program, basically what comes up now is a mission card. So you will select a card that basically gives you a profile of who your traveller is going to be. For example, the one that's come up now is a family with teens, and you'll see their interests there are sports and adventure, and they're really after like a medium stay, so for say three nights as well in Dubai. So what will happen is basically it's the concept of using similar to like a card game, I guess. So you select cards or attractions that are basically will match the profile of your customer as well. You notice the video that played before. For each mission, there will be 3 short videos available that you can actually help perform in a better mission, and it'll also earn bonus points as well. And then as we go along, you'll see there's all different ways that you can actually earn points, and then obviously score a higher score for your customer satisfaction as well. So here we see that we have basically timed questions. So you'll get 60 seconds to answer a question, which will really test your knowledge of Dubai. It'll actually give you bonus points as well. So if you get it wrong, it won't affect your overall score, but it'll actually give you some bonus points as well throughout the game. Altogether, there's 55 bonus questions throughout the game. Now here in the game, you'll be also asked to select the traveller's accommodation. So you can actually click on the mission to double check the characteristics of the mission. So again, we can see here their family with teens, their interest in sport and adventure as well. You'll also notice that there's dark purple spots in the areas that are available for accommodation. So it won't let you select an area that doesn't actually match the mission profile. But once you actually select an area, then you need to select the star category of accommodation as well for the customer. So you'll see here, basically they had some selections of they could stay in Dubai as well, but on this selection, we've actually chosen to use the Dubai Marina area and Jumeirah Beach. So, and you'll see the hotel that they have selected here as well for the customer, which is a 3-star property. So now what happens is you get dealt, I guess, a selection of cards. Your aim here is to select the cards that meet the customer's profile. So, for example, we have the family with teens as well, and just sort of selecting attractions or cards that you think would actually match their profile as well. Just to let you know here as well, once you select the cards, you can actually click on them for more information as well. The actual card will tell you who it suits in terms of the customer. So, for example, the Dubai trolley card here, you'll see it's more for a mature age couple, young family. If there's basically you need at least 2 criteria to actually select the card. If you don't have that, you won't be able to select the card, or it will actually reject once you actually select to tell you that it doesn't meet the customer's profile or requirements. Once you've selected the cards that you do want to play, you can then reshuffle. So if you notice that there's still in the selection that you've been dealt, a lot of the cards don't apply, then you can actually click on the arrow at the bottom right-hand corner there, and it will reshuffle and play some more cards for you as well. what's happening now is basically there's a selection of bonus cards as well, which you can earn more points for. And again, the bonus cards, again, it's just clicking on the information of the card to see that it's relevant for your family with teens. Now what will happen as well, basically you'll move each card into the squares that you can see, and then slowly your score will build up. So what happens is your mission, you're scored at the end of each mission. So you'll notice at the top right-hand corner there, next to the diamonds, there's a face, and it's currently sitting on I guess a level of not completely satisfied, but also we haven't scored to the highest capability that we can. It will turn into a smiley face and go purple, which means obviously we're achieving our customer satisfaction as well and scoring more points. Just to mention there, you would have seen the combo come up as well. Combo cards also, you can actually achieve extra bonus points by using those. And it just really matches up the similarities with the cards as well. So again, once you've selected the card, it'll bring you back to the map and it'll actually show you where those locations of the attractions that you've selected as well. So you can always refer back to the map of Dubai to show you, and also, I guess, your customers of the distance between the two as well. So, and it's also great information to, on those cards as well, you can actually print out the information as well and hand it over to your customer. So on the back of the cards, it'll be information, whether it's the, Dubai Mall or IMG, Worlds of Adventure, Legoland, etc. There's a lot of information on there that you can print out to the customer as well. So this is the stage, basically once you can see here, we pretty much have nearly scored the perfect score. And you'll get a little note saying from the traveller if they're impressed or if they're unimpressed with our work that we've done for them. So on this occasion, they seem very happy in terms of that there's action galore ready for them in Dubai, ready for the kids so that they can go off and have a great time. So if you don't score very well, then you'll get a remark of a different sort as well, which is quite fun, and it just makes you, I guess, go back and learn more and just really sort of try and meet the customer's expectations. So basically at the end, you'll get a mission complete. You'll get a score as well for your mission. And each time basically you complete the mission and it's successful, then you'll be able to unlock the next mission as well, and then keep playing. So we have in total 30 missions, but to become a Dubai expert, you need to complete 20 missions and watch 25 of the videos as well. So you can actually also receive rewards that you've earned throughout the mission as well, what you just played. Also obviously bonus cards as well, and then at the end there's like a 3D map which will actually allow you to see by clicking on the cards, and you can sort of like build your own city of Dubai as well, so which is great for that interaction and seeing where the cards that you've selected to the areas of Dubai as well. I'll just play through for you now the 3D map so you can actually look to see what's going on and how you're building and constructing the city. Just to let you know that the blue binoculars that you'll see actually help you jump from the attraction to attraction, and as well the purple binoculars will also help you jump from the area to area as well. So I'll just give you a quick look at that now so you can see what I mean by building your 3D city. So you'll see I mentioned there with the purple binoculars, which allows you to jump from area to area, and you'll see there's multiple of the blue binoculars as well, which allows you to jump from attraction to attraction also. So just to recap, at the end of the mission as well, you'll be able to actually see all the attractions that you've selected, the combos, plus all your bonus points and all the questions that you had, the timed questions that have come up as well. So, and again, like I said, you can also print out the information cards for your customers, which is great. I mean, they can, it's something that you can put in their passenger docs as well for them to take with them to Dubai. So really, I encourage you to, to register for the Dubai Expert Program and really give it a go, because it is a fun and interactive game, and we'd really appreciate your feedback as well. And just to finish up, I really wanted to say again, thank you for your time, and just to let you know, we have really obviously a unique partnership with AFTA, also with Emirates and Qantas, and our focus really is to drive and increase passenger numbers and visitor numbers to Dubai as well, and to really encourage that that average length of stay to your 3 to 5 nights as well, because as you would see, there's a lot to do in Dubai for all your demographics and everybody of all ages and interests. So thank you again, and if I can ask that any Europe booking that you recommend a Dubai stopover for your customers. But thanks for your time, and any questions, please send them through.
Thanks, Cherie. I'm just going to see if anybody's got any questions. I've had an introduction to the app and the game, and it is really fun. So I definitely encourage you to jump in and have a go. It's a great way to learn.
It is a great way to learn.
Addicted. Just having a look through the questions.
You can see there in terms of what languages are spoken in Dubai. Well, basically the local language is Arabic, but because being 90% expats, it is English speaking as well, and definitely lots of different nationalities. Just to give you an idea, I guess our source markets for Dubai are quite strong for the GCC, Pakistan, India as well, UK, USA, and of course Australia. So definitely a lot of different cultures there, but English is definitely the language spoken, other than, I guess, your first preference of Arabic as well.
And Cherie, what about the different prices of retail shops? What can tourists expect? Is there high and low end?
Yeah, there is a high and low end in Dubai. In the mall, you'll have everything from Fashion Avenue, which is your high end, so your designer labels, and then you'll have everything that we sort of have here in terms of your H&Ms, Victoria's Secret, your makeup brands and so forth, and also your department stores. We also have outlets as well, some shopping outlets around Dubai. There's a new one that's just opened out near the Dubai Parks and Resorts, and that one has more of your high end, but obviously at a discounted price as well. So definitely lots of different shopping options, and then of course you've got your textile souks as well and your souk areas as well. So definitely in terms of price range, there's a lot to offer.
Yeah, great. And just a question on, I guess, the environment or the nature that tourists can expect. I guess there's some really wonderful local tourist activities like camel rides and...
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously being in the desert, there's a lot of desert activities as well, and a lot of nature tours as well, so you can get to basically discover, the birds and the animals that are around that live in the desert, and depending on what time of year as well that they're present. So definitely lots on that side of thing. Obviously the desert safari is one of our biggest sellers out of Australia as well. But we also have, smaller unique tours on offer as well, where some people may like to go away from the mainstream and, have a cooked meal inside the house of a local Emirati and things like that, or go and do, some art at the art gallery. So definitely a lot other than the mainstream tours that are available through your DMCs as well.
Yeah, great. What about some of the cultural issues that travellers need to be aware of? I personally know that there are a lot of misconceptions about Dubai, so maybe you want to just bust some of those.
Yeah, definitely. I guess in terms of Dubai, it is, like I said, it's very multicultural. It's obviously a lot of expats, like I've said before. So we just ask people to be respectful in the areas of really in the cultural areas of Dubai. Also in the mall, I mean, not many people notice, but there are signs to saying, out of respect, just to cover your shoulders and things like that, which I don't think is hard in the mall anyway, because it's freezing with the aircon on. So just if you have a pashmina or, a light cardigan or jacket as well. But like I said, it's up to the individual. It's not forced or anything like that. In terms of, being along the beach and poolside, you can, wear your swimsuits and, wearing your shorts and your T-shirts and things like that in summer is absolutely fine. It's just a matter of, not wearing the short shorts, I guess, and just having things that are a bit more respectful in that area. But it's definitely obviously more open-minded and definitely, in terms of dress and culture and things like that, very different from other parts of the UAE. So, yeah, quite relaxed in Dubai. So also, I guess through Ramadan as well, it's, we ask people just to cover up a little bit more. I know it's it's summertime, obviously Ramadan this year. I think it starts on the 27th of May, and it does go for 30 days. So with Ramadan as well, we encourage people to go through for a completely different experience of Dubai. So as you would know, there's no eating or public drinking, but in terms of the malls and things like that, then they have sections that are partitioned where people can still have some food and drink behind those areas, and also obviously the hotels will also serve your food and beverages as well. And then, of course, at the night time is when all the fun starts to happen with all the breaking of the fast, the iftars as well. So a great experience to obviously have when you're in Dubai through Ramadan. There are certain things that don't happen in terms of entertainment in the desert as well, with the balancing and everything. The desert tours are still running, but there's certain entertainment that doesn't happen also. The malls open later, around midday, but they do close around 2 a.m. So everything happens late at night. So, and I guess in the summertime, it's a good thing as well, because it's a lot cooler once the sun sets as well.
It's definitely a wonderful experience. And I think even when I visited last year, it was just, I was surprised at how relaxed and welcoming all the locals were. And did you know that there's, for females, there's a female-only taxi, so it's super safe, but yeah, it's just a wonderful culture to experience.
It is. Like you said, Joe, we do have the female-only taxis. You can't miss them. They're pink. They've got a pink roof. They're at the airport. They're all around Dubai. So if that's your choice, you can definitely jump in a female-driven taxi, as well as, you know, the standard taxis. We have Uber in Dubai as well. Taxis are super cheap, as is Uber as well, and plus the metro. The metro, you can normally get a day pass for around $5 Australian as well. So, and that really does cut out a lot of traffic on Sheikh Zayed Road during peak hour as well. So a great option to get around to all the malls and attractions also.
Yeah. And Rita actually asked a question about getting to the beach. Is it faster to take the metro from the airport or a taxi?
In terms of the beach, because depending on what area you're going, if you're going down to Jumeirah Beach, then you can always get the metro, say, to Dubai Mall or Mall of the Emirates as well, and jump in a taxi from there. So it does take out that traffic. But really depending on the time of day, if you're sort of coming in early in the morning, then just a taxi would be easy enough to beat the traffic, and also sort of middle of the day as well. So peak hour is similar to our peak hour timings, in anywhere from 7 a.m. through to 9 a.m. and then again from say 4 o'clock in the afternoon through to 7 p.m. So that's really a peak hour time. In saying that, Dubai's busy in general, but the traffic does move pretty quickly. So.
Well, I think the roads are so well built over there, and there's just so many lanes that even in peak hour, the traffic flows.
Yeah, exactly. So, and they don't have, I mean, like I said, Sheikh Zayed is one pretty much straight road through. So we do get a lot of people coming in from Sharjah or Abu Dhabi from the other way as well. So there's a lot of people commuting in and out.
And on Abu Dhabi, what is some of the differences
from Abu Dhabi? Yeah, I guess with Dubai, I think we're pretty lucky that we're quite established as opposed to Abu Dhabi, which is currently growing and intends to grow as well. So I think at the moment we have a lot of offerings in terms of not only your accommodation but your attractions, your sites, a lot of different tour offerings as well. So I mean, Abu Dhabi is only around 45 minutes from the Marina area side of Dubai and about an hour 20 from downtown. So very accessible as well if people wanting to compare both cities and obviously get a feel for each one. But very different in terms of, I guess, your culture as well. So Abu Dhabi in terms of clothing and even through Ramadan, just different restrictions. So just keep that in mind as well. So each city is very different, and like I said, because Dubai is very developed. And obviously continuing to develop as well. So yeah, in terms of the main differences, that would be.
So you think is Dubai a little bit more relaxed in terms, a bit more westernised?
It is definitely a bit more westernised, and that's because purely because of all the expats we have working there, and it's really just changed the city over the time. And a lot of the Emiratis have moved out of the city as well. Not because they don't want to be there, it's just that they prefer to be on the outskirts and then can come into the city at any time that they want to as well. So there's still you still see a lot of Emirati around the city, especially in the cultural areas, in the souks, and also in the malls. Dubai Mall especially at night time is just thriving, and it's a lot of the locals there having coffee and shopping and so forth. So great environment. Dubai really sort of from 8 p.m. at night time until midnight, 1 a.m. it's just thriving. So.
And I think because of all the expats, expats. It's such a thriving city. There's a lot of atmosphere and life, and you really get scooped up in that. So it's definitely a culture to experience.
Yeah, it is. It is, and like I said, we cater for all ages as well. In terms of accommodation, you know, everything from like your 2-star to your 5-star, you know, 7-star Burj Al Arab is your thing. So as well, so we really do have, you know, Dubai in a budget to Dubai, you know, to obviously having the 5-star resort style as well. So there's definitely different options. We have a lot of fact sheets as well that we can also send out, which gives people the idea of top 10s in terms of restaurants or day spas, whether you're eating on a budget or you want fine dining, shopping malls, things like that. So we have a lot of information in our office and also on our website as well, so which you'll also find the link to the Dubai Expert Program. So we have a lot of knowledge on there as well, so please jump on and have a look. A lot of videos, a lot of itinerary suggestions as well.
So for those wanting to register, what's the website URL that they should go to?
Basically, it's just dubaiexpert.ae. So we're keeping it simple. So yeah, like I said, if you have any issues, just jump on to our website, and then you can actually email our office as well. So yeah, please do give it a go. It is fun. We've made it that way so that you can play it on, you know, basically during, you know, if you've got a break during work time, or if it's a bit quieter here and there, or after work, or at home.
On the train on the
way home to kill some time, absolutely. So yeah, it's a new concept of ours, and we've tried to keep it as interactive as we can, and obviously to be informative as well.
The game's actually really addictive because you get more points and more achievements the more that you play, and I know that there's incentives, aren't there?
Yeah, exactly, and our idea is to have a Dubai Expert Formula as well down the track with our Dubai Expert, so you can actually physically see and experience what you've been learning throughout the game as well. Yeah,
awesome. So we might leave it there because our questions are dried up, but what we will definitely do is load this full webinar on the AFTA website, and we'll also put links to the Dubai Expert. So if you have trouble navigating, you can just go to the AFTA website under the webinar section. We also have a section dedicated to Dubai on the website. So if you need any information or fact sheets, things are also loaded on the AFTA website. Yeah, and of course, all the contact details there to shoot Cherie an email if you want to find out any more information. But thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks everybody. Hope you've learned something new about Dubai or had some questions answered that you wanted to know. So really appreciate your time and listening in.
All right. Thanks everybody.
Thanks everyone. Have a good day.